daylight's breaking again, and I can hardly believe I want to do it all over again. Raw vegan, 8, 10. Here's most of the food that I'll be eating today. This morning, papaya. Then we move on to heavier bananas. I'm going to get in pomegranates. Then later on comes buckwheat and lettuce. And because I've been eating buckwheat for the whole 6 years being raw, I've gotten really tired of this. I can only eat so much of it before losing my taste. So I'm going to flavor it with oats. Well, it's another year. I've been raw foodist for 6 years now. And just like last year, I'd like to just talk about my journey as a raw foodist. Let's see, first I'd like to say, anytime I had changed my diet in the past, I never went back. I always stuck with what I was doing. Like fruit for breakfast, I adapt. The same thing with veganism. Vegan is it for me. It's been 20 years. It's been 20 years I've been a vegan. And in 10 years I'll be making a video about my 30th anniversary as a vegan. There's just no reason not to be one. And I find that high raw is also something I can keep up. Somewhere around 80% raw. I think I'll be able to do forever. No problem. Yeah, really. Literally, I do not have any problems with being a raw vegan. Although I do have some problems that I had beforehand. Yeah, I want to talk about those in my evolution through those problems, as Dan may call it. I had poor sleep for a long time. So, and that, along with type A personality, have a lot of built-up tension. And that doesn't just go away when you get rid of the type A personality, which I have. Yes. Yeah, I finally did that. That took years to break that habit. Recently, I've had this tension that you could call restless leg syndrome. It's been keeping me from sleeping well. That just ended a couple weeks ago. And in general, getting the stress out. There's many things you can do. All these things take time. And I haven't put in much time. I haven't been focusing on it because it's just not bad enough. Now, I could expedite my recovery and get into good shape if I focused on it. Spend 3 hours a day meditating, like Dan does. But I just would rather spend my time on the internet, on my business, because that's where the excitement is. Accomplishing something that I put out into the world. But I have been getting into better shape. Yeah, my legs were the main problem. They're pretty good now. I can do squats, pretty easy. And I used to get tired on the bike. I had to be careful not to push too hard. It would mess up my legs. But that is not a problem anymore. There's fatigue. That's a big one. One of the things I did was got into raw foods. Now that helped a little. But here I am 6 years later. It didn't help enough, and yeah, you can eat all the raw food you want. You can fit in. It's not going to solve this problem. I just have to get to sleep early, do all the relaxation stuff, and be diligent with that, which I never have been. So after 6 years raw, I'm not expecting any big changes at this point. And I don't think there's been a case that I've heard of where someone's been doing it years and then they got to another level. I think the benefits come right away, the first 6 months. This is as far as raw food's going to take me until I strengthen the weakest links. Sleep, stress. Those are the things I need to be working on now. Another thing that I wanted to bring up, how the raw food diet affects certain things. For instance, injuries. I don't think there's a video about that. I got an injury. And so my next video will be about how injuries heal on the raw diet. I'll put that up in a couple of days and I'll show my finger then, and we'll see the improvement in my finger here. Now I want to show you some clips from last year's anniversary, in case you didn't see it, which according to the YouTube analytics numbers, you didn't see it. Where I had a lot of detox the first year. I wasn't used to it. I still have some detox. I'm just used to it now. I know what it is. Well, most people just don't know what's going on, and they think it's a bad sign. I even tend to forget some things. I keep records of all this stuff, and when I look back, I sometimes find stuff I completely forgot about. I don't just think everything is detox. There are certain unusual signs. Like if I got a pain on one side of my rib cage, I would think I did something to it. But if I get it on both sides, which happened, and I can't think of anything I did, it's on both sides in the exact same place, and that's weird. That's the kind of thing never used to happen before. Also, the feeling is unusual. It's not really pain. Another weird problem that I had is on the sides of my thighs. Both sides. Now it's an unusual place. I got rid of tinnitus after 17 years. See, I was a few months or more into it. Can't say for sure it's because of raw food. Usually people don't get rid of tinnitus. It doesn't just go away. Well, I just feel better. I never felt like this before. Starting at age like 41, all of a sudden, I just am feeling better for no reason. I heard this a lot in the raw food community. That's very common. People say, I'm just smiling for no reason. More peace inside. See, like I say in my happiness videos, it's all about what's going on inside you. The outside world does not have to affect you. It does for some people who are not carved up. I went raw for the health, but I really stayed for the laughs. I've been getting to bed earlier than ever before. That helps you sleep more by sleeping at the right time. Yeah, that can't be emphasized enough. Here's an unusual benefit. It's a good thing, maybe not a benefit. This was about a year into, maybe, it was in the first year, I guess. As I would walk around, I noticed my balance seemed more stable. Sure, I know. It's just more powerful balance. Let me show you. Looks easy, but to try to do this, it's not so easy. So I'll see you in a couple of days. Please thumbs up this video and share to Twitter or Facebook or wherever you are at.